Welcome to the Rethink Sales Show. My name is Derek Kelly. I am joined by Jim Shorkey and Rob Hoffman. And Rob, we are so excited to have you as someone who was before there was a REthinkU, even before there was results from thinking. You've been trained by this process. We teach here at Results from Thinking. And I've just heard so many stories about you. I got to meet you on a live stream one time, but we wanted to bring you in the flesh, sit with us, and just hear. Here's what I remember. Here's a story I remember again and again about Rob, is that you came thinking, how can REthinkU and Results from Thinking change your business? And it actually changed your life.
Yeah.
How you can be the greatest salesperson on the planet.
Yeah.
So tell us about that.
And I was going through a divorce and trying to figure out how to, support my two kids and be a single dad. And how am I going to keep a roof over my kid's head? I had a job with a printing company, but I was always a freelancer for design and marketing stuff. And so I started my own company, and I met Jim in a networking group, and we just got to talking. And then every Friday for, 2-3 years, we sat in this very room and debated and discussed and planted seeds, and literally and physically. Talked about gardening, literally and physically. A lot of stuff like that. And yeah, man, we grew the marketing company. And then after COVID, like I was telling you earlier, things just stalled out and we lost a lot of business. And I was faced with kids in high school and 4 years and college. And I was like, ruh-roh, what are you gonna do? And so I refer to the Lego box, right? Do I want to build an airplane or do I want to build a helicopter? So I found this company called Spread Group. And I remember applying for this, thinking to myself, what kind of money am I going to make working for a t-shirt company in Greensburg? T-shirt company in Greensburg? What's this?
Yeah.
So I get on this interview. One of the guys I'm talking to, he's American. Another guy talks real funny, real heavy accent. And he says, oh, sorry, I've got a thick accent. I'm in Austria. And I'm going, what the Austria? He says, we're a global company. And I'm thinking, global company?
Wow.
All right, this is cool. So we talk and things go well, and they make an offer. And I remember I called Jim. I said, Jim, what am I supposed to do? I've been building this company for all these years, but I just talked to this guy, and he made me a sweet offer for this gig.
Yeah.
Remember what you said to me, Jim?
I think I do, but I told you to take it.
You did. You told me to take it.
And what did I tell you to do from there?
You said, take it, and maybe the next guy will notice you, or maybe they'll notice you.
Well, wait, hold on. You're going too fast.
Okay.
The message would have been, I was pretty sure I was right about it. Tell me if I'm wrong. I told him to bring more value to the hour.
Yeah, you did. You did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I believe.
And that's exactly what I've done over the past 2 years.
Yes, you did.
And so I went in as this marketing content manager for a brand, and now I'm the head of acquisition for all of North America.
Wow.
So it's a big step, and I'm working to move up the ladder more there.
You brought more value to the hour, and because of that, you got noticed. Correct? And here you are. You're in the point of having advanced because you got noticed. Let's see how well you listened. This is a test. I'll give you a hint. You already said it. What's the next step? Where you're at right now, what's the next step? You want me to tell you?
Yep, tell me.
Bring more value to the hour.
Yep.
So they're paying you $30 an hour. You brought 60. You got noticed. Now they're paying you $100 an hour. Holy crap. And don't tell me. I don't want to know. Yep. Nobody wants to know what you're getting paid. We don't care. But whatever that number is, double up on the value that you bring to that hour. And I'm just going to pick a number. So they're paying you $100,000 a year. I want $200,000 worth of value. That's what I want as your friend, as your very good friend. We're good friends, me and this guy. And I would say, if we were having this conversation right now, which we are, I would say, Rob, you missed the point. I want $200,000 worth of value, and he's gonna own this company someday. That's what's going to happen, or one like it. Because he's going to keep getting noticed, and they're going to say, look at this guy. And here's the results. Look what happened. Here's the value. Bring more value to the hour. That's what I want you to do.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yeah, every
and
day.
I think you're doing that.
Every day. That's the big thing to try every day, to bring more to the table, to offer more, to go one step beyond.
Yes.
And that's it. That's
Good
how
work. Good work. Yeah, good work. Excellent
Thanks.
work. Excellent work. Good work.
And you said this process didn't just change your business,
This
and
is
your
good.
career,
This is really
and your
good.
path, and all of that. It actually changed other parts of your life. Tell
Sure.
us,
Yeah, no,
tell the
so-
audience and us more about that.
So I mentioned going through a divorce when I first met Jim, and so I met Jim knows all about Jamie. I met Jamie, and the two of us, we both were recently divorced. We both had 2 girls, so now we have 4 girls, 2 of which are twins, which are Jamie's girls, and my daughter Sarah. They're all the same age, so they're all 16-year-old girls right now. At this point, they're all learning how to drive. Well,
Nice.
Sarah is. Emily and Jenna will be learning how to drive in a few short weeks.
Nice.
And then
Very
Ashley
nice.
is 18. She just graduated from high school.
Nice.
But we used a lot of what we talked about with REthinkU, and we used a lot about what we talked about on a weekly basis for family life, just to make things better, just to relate to one another, and to use it just as a conduit to build a relationship and a better family. It wasn't easy. You know,
I was going to say that had to be hard because you're merging families, and how does that? Yeah.
You're merging families that are, heartbroken, right?
Yeah.
You're merging broken, hurt families and broken, hurt kids, and you're trying to patch things up to make things better. Yeah. And that's exactly what we did.
Things get better when you get better. And the same thing with the family. The family gets better. Things with the family get better when the family gets better. So the focus is not on the goal. The focus is on the getting better. That's the
Right.
process. That's REthinkU. Things get better when you get better. And do you remember one of the things I told you to do, which was very specific? Faith without deeds is dead. So people talk to me about praying. I say, I think praying is great. It's an action. I think it's great. But you might want to throw in a few push-ups here and there, was what I would have told Rob. So I had you do a deed. Do you remember? I had you do several, but there was one in particular that was very concise and graphic. I had you do something. Do you remember what it was?
I don't. Which was it?
I'll give you a hint. It's laying on the table there.
Oh, put my phone away.
There was something else I had you do. I can prove it.
Okay.
Play your voicemail for me right now.
Oh, my voicemail message.
Play it.
Yeah. Let's see if I can
Listen
play
to
it.
this.
Okay.
This was my idea.
Yeah.
And to this day, people still compliment me on this voicemail message.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Okay.
Hi, this is Rob Hoffman. I'm really looking forward to talking with you. I can't take your call right now, so please leave a detailed message at the tone. If it's after 4:30, I'm on dad and daughter duty, so please do leave me a message, and I can either return your call after 9:30 p.m. or first thing tomorrow morning. Thanks, and have a great day.
Yep.
That's powerful.
That was it.
I want to do business with this guy.
Yeah, this is
wanna
the
do
master voicemail lever. Here's people are like, they watched one of the episodes. They're like, wow, this guy knows how to talk on the phone.
Ladies and gentlemen, I can't make this up. That voicemail
it.
is my voicemail. I said, Rob. And then he probably had some voicemail. I'm like, you called 914-1456. Oh, great. I wanted him to leave a marketing message. And I wanted him to be genuine. And I wanted him to say something that would get people to say, that's pretty cool. He's spending time with his children. Wow. I want to know more about this cat. Is that not what we did?
Yeah, I remember the conversation where I said, I was complaining because I was like, man, people start calling me at 4:30 in the afternoon. I'm trying to get my kids home. I got to get dinner ready. I got to do this. And Jim's exact words to me were, so just tell them.
Wow.
And so I'm like, what do you mean just tell him? He was like, write out a voicemail. Write it out. And tell him after 4:30, you're on dad and daughter duty. You can't do this. You'll call them back after 9:30 when they go to bed. And now that they're much
Or
older.
the next day.
Yeah. Now that they're much older, 9:30 is a joke, but
Yeah. Right.
But
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, if you're in marketing, if you're in sales, okay, you need to have a voicemail message on your phone that creates an impression on the client. And quite frankly, I'm a client. I'm calling Rob for ABC, and I hear that. As, oh, my God, I want to know more about this guy. I really do want to talk to him now. And so we talk, and I probably would, tell me if I'm wrong, I probably would start the interview and I say, Rob, can I comment on your voicemail? That is really cool. I really like that. You put your daughters as a priority. I want to do the same thing. And I'm actually going to change my voicemail and copy yours. Do you mind if I do that? Heck no, go ahead and do it. And excellent. Good work. Good work.
Thanks. There's been a lot of people who have commented on it, and there's a lot of people who have left a message, and they've said, please call me the next morning. That's perfectly fine.
Excellent.
And I actually...
Because you set the expectation, right? Yeah.
I actually just had a client the other day, a couple weeks back, but he was looking for shirts, a very specific shirt, and I did take the call, but I told him, I said, listen, it's 4:30. My daughter's learning how to drive. I'm just getting into the car with her. We're going to start going around the block in the car. You're really important to me, but can I call you later or call you tomorrow? And the guy actually said, you know what? You call me tomorrow. I think it's awesome that you can take a call from somebody and say, listen, I got to spend some family time. And,
Lovely.
And that's...
Makes an impression.
It does.
Yeah. And what you can do, I would like to hear more information. We're coaching right now, right? You and I are coaching. So what I want you to do in the future is I want you to make an appointment to make that call.
Yes.
I want you to make an appointment. What time would be good for me to call you back tomorrow? 9:30 in the morning. Okay, let me do this. Let me put that in my calendar real quick.
Right.
And you put it in there. Your phone sends you a notification. You know this better than anybody. Says, hey, you got Rob Hoffman at 9:30. Okay, I got to call Rob. Because you're going to forget. You're going to get sidetracked.
Right.
So make it a point to make an appointment with them. Okay, does 9:30 okay? And can you give me a little wiggle room in it? Because sometimes things happen. The toast gets burnt, whatever. So is 9:30, 9:45, does that work? I'm going to put it in the calendar for 9:30, but I might be a little bit late. Is that okay? I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
But what do you think? What are we doing with the client? We're making an impression. And guess what? He or she is going to want to buy those T-shirts.
Right.
You already got them.
Yeah.
You're on your way.
You're on your way.
Because you're a good guy, man.
Yeah.
And they say, that's really cool. But let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, this guy wanted to make more money. This guy wanted to advance in his career. This guy ended up improving his family. Let's not lose sight of that. See, we can use REthinkU to make more money. Things get better when you get better. We can use REthinkU to become healthier. This is not medical advice, so please don't take it that way. We can use REthinkU to get healthier, to lose weight, to improve our marriage, if that applies, to improve our relationships across the board, to get more joy out of love, out of life, to spread more joy to the world. And I said this in a previous episode, and it sounds counterintuitive, but what you don't realize is that we used REthinkU to write REthinkU. That is a fact. And I know you're saying, well, what are you talking about? How could you use something that's not been written yet to write it? The process is the process. And so along the way of figuring out what the process was at the Jim Shorkey Family Auto Group to grow the business to what it became when I left and what it is today, it's a process. And so what Chuck Bellini and I did was we sat down and we interviewed, and we documented what the process was into REthinkU. And then we use REthinkU to refine REthinkU. And we use REthinkU 2.0 to refine REthinkU 2.0 and on and on. So the process is the process. And that's the point, is that if this works for the Jim Shorkey Family Auto Group, the Rob Hoffman Family Auto Group, whatever that looks like, if it works for him, then it's going to work for you. And if you do what we tell you to do within REthinkU 2.0, you're going to rock the world. I'm telling you, you're going to rock the world. So let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
It changes your life. I remember, Jim, I remember coming here on Fridays and we would talk. And I remember you said, okay, hit the brakes. And I'm like, hit the brakes? Why are we hitting the brakes?
Yeah, we're hitting the brakes.
And you said, I have this whole new thing. I've rethought this whole process of REthinkU. This is a whole new way to do this. And I remember we almost started over from the beginning again.
Yep.
And you worked on it and you did it. And I'm
massive chill. And it does. I'm telling you, Robert, I'm not acting. I'm not an actor. I'm a worn out old car salesman. That's all I am. But it does make me very emotional to hear this guy, because all I really wanted to do was to get one. And I felt that if I could get one, and then that one goes out and does his or her thing, that's how I could change the world. And if it is 2, twice the joy, 10 times the joy, whatever that number is, I don't know. I can't tell you that. This is not an orchestrated thing. It's all about, this is what I did, and I think you can do it too, Rob. This is what I did, and I think you can do it too. And
you did.
I was right.
And we had the conversation earlier, and we've had the conversation many of times.
Sure.
I'm nobody special.
Me neither.
I'm just some guy that lives in a house that has a family that just decided I wanted better. And
yeah. He's not telling you the whole truth. He has a red Porsche, so he's really cool. He's a cool dude. He has a red Porsche. It's parked out in front of my house right now. I was out there checking out because I'm a car guy. He's a cool dude. He has a red Porsche. What can you say?
But I think what you're getting at is if you can do it, anybody can do it.
right, anybody
Right?
can
I think
do
so.
it.
If I
Yeah,
can do
so.
it, anybody can do it.
It's just a matter of deciding that you don't want this, you want that,
You got to wanna.
right?
Yes, I can.
Yes, I can. Napoleon Hill told us, desire backed by faith knows no such word as impossible. So how do we turn impossible, which is what Rob thought at the time, into possible? We grow our desire and we grow our faith. That's the faith. And then I got to want to do it. So you got to want to. Got that from Mr. Hamilton, by the way. You got to want to. So you got to want to is our statement of desire at the results from thinking. And yes, I can is our statement of faith. And so Napoleon Hill says, desire backed by faith knows no such word as impossible. Jim Rome famously said that. You got to do the push-ups. So the steps of REthinkU 2.0, you got to do it.
Yep.
I can't do it for you.
Yep.
But if you do the steps, if you follow what we're directing, here's the proof.
Yeah.
He just got back from Germany. Show him your watch.
It's been
My watch.
it's been a dream for you, right?
Yeah, it was.
From Germany.
I just got back from Germany, and I went 20% for work, 80% for good time, because my company's based in Leipzig, Germany.
Yep.
And this one's crazy. I'm a music guy.
I know
I'm
you
a
are,
big,
yeah.
big music guy. I have a guitar collection and a recording
And you
studio.
play the guitar.
And I do, yeah. And so I don't know but Bach was born in Leipzig.
Love Bach.
And
I didn't know
I can
that
show
part.
you on my phone, I visited the church where he was the cantor and that he's buried. And while we were in the church, they were playing his organ. So I got to hear the organ
Oh,
that
wow.
Bach
That's a
and
special time.
Mendelssohn and these people used. That's not something that without you and this program and doing those things that
Yeah.
I would have ever got to do.
You're not
Yeah.
there.
Because when
Thank you.
when I walked out of the train station in Leipzig, I looked at my wife and I said, "How are we here?
How did we get here?
How did we get here? This is crazy. We're in flipping Europe. Like we're in Germany."
Yeah.
It was from
Oops.
REthinkU.
Yeah.
Yeah, without REthinkU, none of us are sitting here right now. Truly, true business.
True.
Because I use REthinkU to build my part, in building the Jim Shorkey Family Honor Group. And that's all it is documentation of that fact. And then I'm using that in my recovery from the stroke. I had a very bad stroke, a hemorrhagic stroke, 3 brain bleeds, shoulda, coulda, woulda died. I'm using that. And I remember laying in a hospital bed in extreme pain. That was bad. My first walk was down to the door and back with a walker. They got me out of bed, walked to this door and back. It wasn't even 100 yards. Got back to the bed, lay down and took a nap. It was bad. But I remember laying in the bed in a lot of pain, a lot of sadness. And I said to my group, I said, I'm going to use REthinkU to fix this stroke. And that's what I've done. And so this is not medical advice, gang. Please don't take it that way. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I use this process to build this process. And I use this process to build the Jim Shorkey Family Honor Group. And I'm using this process in my stroke recovery. The part that brings me the most joy with respect to this guy, I can barely say it, is the family. He and I didn't talk about that. We didn't anticipate that. We were trying to make more money. We were trying to improve careers. We were trying to get better on a career basis. And he took what I told him, and we discussed it, but it wasn't the plan.
Right. It was
not the plan.
No.
And Rob got back to me at a later date, and unbeknownst to him, his relationship with Jamie improved, with the girls improved. everything got better. And he couldn't believe it because he really didn't think that was the case. So he not only is the guinea pig for REthinkU, but in parallel dimensions.
Yep, in personal and business.
And I guarantee I said this to Rob. I said, Rob, wealthy, lonely, you bought the wrong program. Did I not say that?
I remember that.
Wealthy, lonely, you bought the wrong program. Wealthy, unhealthy, you bought the wrong program. Great family, in love. Poor, you bought the wrong program. Ladies and gentlemen, we can have it all. Rob, is a testimonial to that fact. We can have it all. We can go to Germany. We can buy the watch. We can have the red Porsche. We can have it all. But if we are wealthy and lonely, I'm not signing up for that. How about you?
Yeah, no.
Don't want it. See ya. Don't want
Nope,
it.
not interested.
Not interested. I don't want it. I don't want it.
No, I think you're exactly right. Yeah, you don't want to get stuck in, wow, I have all kind of money, but everybody
whoop.
hates me and I'm a jerk.
hates
Yeah,
me,
big
yeah.
whoop. No,
Nope.
not a good idea. Love, subscribe, share.
Engage.
The best thing you can do for us today is to share this message. That's how we get it out to the world. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.